Hello, this is May's Design Corner. How are you today? Well, today I come to you with a DIY, something that you can put into your styrofoam and uh, make a design with in styrofoam with some florals. But today I'm showcasing them in my DIY jars. What we're going to make today, I'm going to call this waffle pop. And my waffle pops are made with salt dough. I'm going to show you how I made each one and how I colored each one. This is one of my waffle pops. Isn't that beautiful? I love this, and just look at that brilliant color. And you can decorate these any way you want to. So I put mine in my decorative bottle here, right here, and you see, this is what it looks like here. I put it in my decorative bottle. The bottle is there. And I put my waffle pop into that. So I'm going to set this back down here. And I have some blue ones here, waffle pops. And I got those decorated as well. And on the back here, I have a one with glitter. So you can make these waffle pops any way you want it. I like this one with the glitter. I think it is beautiful. Just take a look at that. A waffle pop. You can put these in with your floral designs. You can put them flat on your plate. You can decorate your table with these by putting them on your dessert plate or your bread plate. They can be used anywhere, and they are very, very simple to make. So I'm going to show you how I made these waffle pops. Oh, and let me show you the blue one. This is a blue waffle pop. Isn't that pretty, or turquoise? I really, really like that. And I have a matching ribbon. It's just flying in the air, but that's my ribbon there. I think these turned out absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm going to put her back or him back in there. And I'm going to show you how to make the waffle pops. What I did was I'm using a salt dough. I made my salt dough. Here is my salt dough. I already made it up. And let me give you the recipe for the salt dough. I have 2 cups of regular flour, any kind of flour you want, self-rising, plain, wheat, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. And 1 cup of salt. Yes, I have 1 cup of salt to 2 cups of flour. And I mix it up until I can get a consistency like this. You get a consistency like that. And I have to let you know that it will dry out quickly because it is salt. The salt pulls out the water out of it. And I put mine on here. Put it on my cutting board. And make sure any salt dough that you have left over, that you store it in plastic bag. That way it will not you will not get too hard and you can't use it. Salt dough. 2 cups of flour and 1 cup of salt. Iodized or non-iodized. Now what I did, I have a little waffle maker right here. I use that waffle maker to make my waffle pops. And this one I got from a thrift store about 4 years. Well, it's been so long since I got this when they first come out with these at the thrift store. So this is what I'm making my waffle pops with. Do not use this for your real waffles after you use them for the waffle pops, okay? So what I did was, after I mixed my salt dough up really good, I just took a ball of my salt dough, and be sure to put some flour down on your boards so they won't stick so bad. All you got to do is just make a ball like this, and you put that ball right there in the middle of that waffle maker. and you close it down. It will spread where it needs to spread to, and you can make you a waffle. So while that's cooking, I'm going to show you what I use for sticks. These are what I use for my waffle sticks. Okay, so there's the salt dough right here. I've already put the ball in my little waffle maker. I have my glue gun heating just in case I have to use it, and I have my sticks. Now I made my own sticks out of these. These are balloon holders that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I just cut them in the length that I wanted. So I have a large cut, see that cut, a medium cut, and then I have the little small cut that I will use in I will use this for just making there you go, that size. And I have this size. Let me turn it so you can see that way. And there they are laying on the table over there so you can see the different sizes. Okay, these are my jars that I made, my DIYs. I just made this to show you, to showcase to you my waffle pops. Okay? And I have another one over on this side. There. I have one here. This is a DIY as well. The bottles are. And I have a waffle pop in there. And you can also put a flower in there to make it even look better with that waffle pop. Let me get a flower and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I went and got a flower, so I'm going to put a flower in here with the waffle pop so you'll see what it looks like with a flower in there. There you go. Now you see how that looks with a flower in it? And when it gets dry, those are not totally dry yet. So I got to get them, when it gets dry, you're going to see a different thing. So I'm showing you how I did this. I put a flower in with that. There's the flower in with my pop. And I don't want to move it around too much because I'm working with them while they're still wet and I don't want to mess them up. But you can put a flower in there with your pop, your waffle pop, and look how pretty it makes that. You can put it in a full flower arrangement, and I have my ribbon right here, some of the ribbon that I use. You can choose to use any kind of ribbon that you want to. And then I have these. They're like little bows that go on little girls, little baby's head. So I use these as well too to decorate my waffle pops. And you can also make a ribbon out of this as well. Just tie your bow and put it on. Okay, let's check our waffle out and see what it looks like. Oh, look at this one. Okay. Now, see how that turned out? Now, what I do while it's still warm, I take a stick and I find the innermost part, which is right here. And I go ahead, and this waffle is hot, y'all. Ow, it's hotter than I thought. And you push your stick all the way up in there. Make sure you get it all the way up in there, as far as you can get. When you shake it like this, it won't come back out, okay? And what I'm going to do next is put a little hot glue. I'm going to put some hot glue right here, right there, and right here, okay? And we're going to let that dry. It's so simple. That's all you have to do to make a waffle pop. And I'm going to set that right down there and let it dry. And when it dry, you can paint it any color that you would like for it to be painted, and decorate it just like I decorated these. These are drying out, and I don't want to be moving them around a lot, but I'm going to show you this one as well. You see that? And they're not dry yet. That's why they're moving, and I do not want to mess them. Once they get dry, they're going to be really, really hard, and you don't have to worry about anything after they dry. This is a DIY jar of mine that I made some years ago, and I just put those in that to show you how you can set them up. That's the top of the jar. So get you some salt dough, 2 cups of flour, any kind of flour, 1 cup of salt, mix well, put on your cutting board, flour a cutting board, and drop your dough on the cutting board. Like this. Drop it on your cutting board. Make sure you flour your cutting board. And you see this is getting stiff already because I did not cover it right. So I'm going to have to put this in a plastic bag, and you can put this in a plastic bag and store it in your refrigerator. And I'm going to tell you from my experience, I have had salt dough in my refrigerator for over 4 months. Yes, that's it. I've had it in there for over 4 months. But if you leave it out to the air, it will get too hard and you can't use it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in a bag and put it away because I am finished. So I just wanted you to see how I made my waffle pops. Don't forget to pray for someone else besides yourself, and always know that God is alive and well. Honey, don't forget to read John 3:16. Sometimes we forget how good and how lovely God is to us. This is Made Design Corner saying thank you so very much, and make you some waffle pops to go in your decorations, on your table, or in your floral decor. Made Design Corner saying adieu. Waffle pops, prayer really works.